battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tackle made there by Robert Alford. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now this time, Breeze will throw. And that's caught by Smith. A very solid gain of 27. Breeze now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
95-56, 95-56.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Check, check, check.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Breeze to throw again. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He'll let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. For the Falcons, Charles, we've talked all year about the injuries that they had in 2018, and you kind of touched on it earlier, too. It's hard to get around them, though, when you look back at this past year. So they go to 7-9, and I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be if you didn't think you were going to the Super Bowl. You know, if you didn't think you had a chance at that, and they did going into the season. But when you lose your starting safeties in Ricardo Allen and Keanu Neal, your middle linebacker Deion Jones for a long stretch of time, you end up starting 1-4. Then in the second half of the season, you have a 5-game losing streak. 7-9 is actually better than I thought that they were finishing because of those 2 long losing streaks.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On third down, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Here's Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Brees going to throw. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Brees now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So Brees is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
11.
They do go for it. It's Brees. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll have it past across midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, Breeze. Flushed out right. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. This one complete to Ingram. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Breeze again, flush to his right, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson, a 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Saints add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah,
and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So out come the Falcons now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5.
12.
To throw again is Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
It's Coleman here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. He'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On first down, Ryan. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Alex Anzalone coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
11.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Falcons draw a bit closer. And his kick is right through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, the spin. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. First time they looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. To throw, it's Breeze. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
He'll let it fly in the direction again. That's caught at the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Ready? You waiting? Get set, get set. Got it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Lutz now to kick this one away. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Ryan steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Okafor getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Alex Okafor. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple. And an alley to run. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of, what's right in this game nowadays? Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Breeze now to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Breeze is looking to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 39 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll score. Touchdown. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down, Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. This is taken at the 18. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Elliott, the leading rusher for the second time in his 3 NFL seasons, 1,434 yards, more than 100 better than second-place Saquon Barkley.
And the offense runs through Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas. He makes them go. And how about how he added to his pass catching this year? His numbers jumped up in a big way. So when Dak Prescott didn't have something downfield, he just dumped it out into the flat to number 21.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A 1st down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to throw. Prescott being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Prescott yet again. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Allen Bailey in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it's got to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey. 4 down.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes going for the deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now, Charles, as the Cowboys take over here, what do you think of the season that Dallas had? Yes, they get in the playoffs, but that's now 6 straight divisional round games that they've lost.
And that doesn't make you feel great as an organization. But think about this season. They started 3-5. Ended up winning their division. Questions about their head coach Jason Garrett's future. They finished 7-1 to claim that third NFC East title in 5 years. And then they added a playoff win over Seattle as well. So I think the future looks good for Dallas. I also like what they're building.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Justin Houston. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And Beasley with it over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds Beasley complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And Conley's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Prescott on first down. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. Over the middle, it hits Austin. And they'll get this down to the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Prescott now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end?
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On the ground, this is Ware. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. And they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And able to find Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Sherman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now it's Mahomes again, eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes, buying time to his left. His pass caught with the 4. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he puts it through. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Now Mahomes. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott now. Forced out to his left. And this one's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And some room to work. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And he's got room. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here you go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Give to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He scored on the ground and through the air. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. A very important important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So they go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it. That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down. Spinning past it. Elliott a first down and more. And down to the 19-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer. I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through. Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark. Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic...